episode.
Yeah.
Another morning. Whew. Got two on now.
Corona Sunday.
Corona Sunday. Yeah.
Fighting the Coronas.
Yeah.
One turbo at a time. Doesn't look like a lot of work, but we actually wasted a fair bit of time with this. Got those holes cut in the bonnet. This lines up perfect, so that's mainly what we were trying to achieve. We don't have reverse rotation or anything, so we wanted to set this up so they look very similar out the hood, so we achieved what we needed to. Sat the log in here. Corey's got this log started. That all works with the steering column. That's all in its place, so that's Corey's little project today. Start getting that done. He fabbed up this part of it as well. So we got, may not have the mirror turbos, but we got the mirror intercooler pipes, thanks Corey. So that's Corey's little project, so you can work away on that one for the day. I'm still in here, working on firewalls. The water compartment's done, trans tunnel's done. Rocks over there, got the floor pan done, pedal box back in, steering column in, so that's all basically ready for the seat to come. We got the HHR pedal, so this is very similar to our VE Commodore, but out of the pick your own parts shop, so we got a couple of them, so we've got a spare, so we can set that up in there. I've got to build this firewall here, so not really looking forward to that, to be honest with you. It's a pretty shitty job.
For the dry sump?
For the dry sump and the water compartment, so yeah, we've got to block that in, so we'll try to think of something that doesn't take a lot of time but looks okay, so that's today's job for me. Brock's got his radiator back in here. That's fabbed up, He's got his bottom piece in here for the air, so we're basically going to cut a bit of Lexan in the back here and then cut the rear window out so air can come in to the rad. So get that finished and that one's done, then I think we'll probably start laying the wiring harness in its location so we can start doing all the earth points.
And we just found out that we got quarantine when we get back for 14 days.
Oh, I know.
So what it's going to do, we're going to be what? Working on the barrow.
Oh, yeah. We'll get the barrow painted if we're locked in the shed for 14 days.
14 days.
So yeah, it looks like we got another holiday on the holiday.
Cheers, Corona.
Thanks.
What's up?
Trying to get these cookies.
Cookies. Yeah. Alright, back window. Good job, Brock.
We had a bit of a slow start. It's Monday morning, bit of Monday-itis, but we're back into it. Brock's been putting a few hours in this weekend on this rear end, so it's actually really close. So super happy with that. We've set it up with the Zeus clips on there, so because we haven't really got any access to the fuel system, so we've set this up on quick release clips here, so if we do need to get in there at any stage, it's literally 5 of these clips and rear windows out. So yeah, that's so yeah, they're pretty handy. They're a pretty popular thing in circle track and speedway, so we copied a little bit of them for that, so that'll make our life easy. Fan shroud's done, fans are mounted. So for the rear end here, we're basically Optima batteries, battery cables, and start planning out the wiring. So we've done pretty well with the rear end over the weekend, so I'm pretty happy with that progress. The BMRS fittings will be here this week, maybe today or tomorrow. So that'll be, yeah, plan this wiring out, pull everything apart, get all the clips put in for the wiring, weld the earth studs on, which will probably all be in the next video. But yeah, we're super happy with where we are with the rear end. So another 2 days on this rear, and I think it'll be at the stage where we're finished with it. One other in the next video as well, we'll also put the radon fuel cell together. So that'll be the pumps, the whole swirl pot, all the fittings on it, put it all together, get it in the hole. So that'll be in the next video. Also this is me 16 hours worth of boxing right here. So, but the box is done. We run those same Zeus clips on here as well, because the dry sump tank's going to be in there. So we can when we service it, which is kind of regularly, we're only 3 clips away, and we'll have access in there. So dry sump tank will be mounted here. The drain will be out this hole here. And then this is also our water tray compartment, so all the water lines will be running through here into the boat. So yeah, that's actually 100% complete. So that dry sump tank can go in. That'll be in the next video. We'll talk about the fittings and why we use them and our dry sump tank we've chosen. The next big project in here, which I'll be starting on in the next video, will be this rear firewall. So we're going to run a firewall from this base out to the cage, then up to the roof. It'll be 2-piece in alley or aluminum and Lexan top half. So yeah, that's the process. We've got a bit of a plan of attack for that, so that'll be in the next video of us building that. Matt came over yesterday. On Sunday, you can hit the accelerator, Corey.
Full throttle. Oh, look at that.
So yeah, we basically set up the pedal box. So it's a conventional style pedal box, and then we've put the GM HHR. So we've used that. It's very similar to our VE Commodore pedal in Australia, and that's a very similar setup to what I run in my personal car, blue 92 we got. So that's all 100% done now, ready. So that's ready for the wiring harness. So firewall, wiring harness in here will be the next video for this cab, and that's about all. The seat will be here in the next day or so. And then we also made some pretty good progress in here over the weekend. So we've got the Holy rocker covers on there. We've gone for them. Basically, I hate the look of the standard LS coil pack arrangement, so we've gone for the Holy rocker covers, and these are actually the LS7 dry sump ones. So there's no fill ports on here or anything, because we're running the dry sump tank and we don't fill any oil through the engine here. So this alleviates one less place to leak. So we run that in there, and then it's got some 1/8 MPT ports here. Those ports will run to a sensor block. This one here. So yeah, those ports will run up to a sensor block so we can monitor engine vacuum. So basically, if we crack a ring or anything like piston or anything, we'll be able to see crankcase pressure. With the dry sump setup, we're running a daily 5-stage pump on this, so we should be able to pull vacuum under RPM. So this one here may have a pressure relief valve on, so once it gets to a certain vacuum it opens, but we'll monitor it off the first one and just see these engines that we're putting in have done a lot of miles, so they might have a lot of blow by. So we'll work that out once we get it running. We've spent a few hours on the placement of these turbos. They're just a conventional style turbo. There's no reverse rotation or any fancy trickery going on here. So we wanted to get these compressor housings in a very similar spot out the bonnet, because they are just poking out the top, and we wanted that to look very similar. So we put a few hours into this, making this one here. It's quite a lot of fun. We had a lot of good laughs, but we've got that in. I'm happy with the location. Corey's got this log, the fancy log 2 is 100% complete. We've got a wastegate to weld on, similar to that. The wastegates will be hood exit on this car. So yeah, basically Corey's next process is going to be getting the Turbo Smart wastegates in. We're running some 50mm Turbo Smart wastegates, so get this wastegate in, get this dump made. It's got a little bit of a tight area getting through this here, but he's pretty mean on a TIG and the angle grinder and a
little bit of MIG, a little
saw.
bit of TIG.
Oh no, there'll be no MIG. No MIG. We'll keep him off. I'll do all the dirty MIG work. Any dirty MIG work.
He doesn't like that MIG work, do you? No.
So yeah, that's it. And then the Plasman clamps are on their way, so we should have them mid next week from Australia. So they'll be here, so we can finish this. Corey can get this one welded up pretty close, so we got that in. So yeah, today will just be exhaust, wastegate, intake pipe. That'll probably take all day to get that done, I'd say. And then we might start marking out some EGTs on this thing. That's basically where we are. So it's a rundown of what we've done over the last couple of days, and we'll yeah, see you on the next one.